Here's a story about a fisherman who is in his early 30s and he grew up in a small village called Ogunabali. He learned fishing and trading from his father and grandfather before him. So at 32, he already knows his way around all the shores of the rivers. One fateful day, Udoka decided to go more farther than his usual fishing spot, seeking for bounty of fishes to supply to the local market. As he began to sell, he saw a rippling glow across the rippling water, and he felt strange about it, but he decided that he would have to go and see what it is. So when he got there, he was surprised to see a giant tail that came out from the surface of the water. Udoka froze in astonishment. That was actually a mermaid. And then Udoka started stammering, "Who are you?" And then she replied, "I am Olama, the goddess of the sea, and you are trespassing." And Udoka explained his humble intentions to provide for his community. "I shall grant you a bounty of fishes, but first you must promise to protect the waters and the creatures within." Udoka promised to do so, and the mermaid vanished beneath the waves, and his nets got flooded with fish. And from that day, Udoka became the richest fisherman in his local village. Now, in every full moon, Udoka always returned to the park where he met the mermaid and dropped some offering of shell and seaweeds. Udoka believed that the mermaid is always watching over him and his boat. Udoka's encounter with the mermaid became a talk of legend in his village and far above. Udoka was always visiting the river frequently, but not to give offering, but because he felt that he and the mermaid have a special bond together. Sometimes Udoka goes fishing and he comes back very late without even a fish because he went on a date with the mermaid. And then one day, Udoka proposed to the mermaid. The mermaid was surprised as Udoka proposed to her. And then she said, "I am nothing but a mermaid. And what makes you think that mermaids and humans can actually coexist together?" And then Udoka managed to convince her to see the reason why they should get married. And the mermaid accepted the proposal. And the wedding was mesmerizing and spectacular. The dolphins, the fishes, and all sea animals came to witness the union. It became a talk of town in the whole village. However, not everyone shared the joy. The rumors spread across the village. Some people were filled with fear and jealousy. They started murmuring, "Human marrying a mermaid, that's really strange and unnatural." And the village people were afraid of the mermaid and her powers. So they started avoiding her, and people started saying a lot of things, and she wasn't always feeling comfortable around people in the village. Even the local fishermen who were working with Udoka, they grew resentful, saying that he has abandoned his own kind. And then they started murmuring that he is consulting with a creature that will destroy their livelihood. As tension grows high, Udoka and his wife, the mermaid, faced hostility from the villagers. People started vandalizing his properties. While he was being asked to chase the mermaid away, his house and livestock were destroyed. And the mermaid, sensing the distress in Udoka, started withdrawing from the village. But instead, they spent more time in the river, peacefully and enjoying their time. And one night, some masked vandalizers came and destroyed Udoka's boats and his equipment. Udoka felt devastated and betrayed by his own kind as he watched everything that he had destroyed. The mermaid was filled with anger and rage, and then she summoned the storm to destroy the attackers. But Udoka, fearing the safety of his people, calmed her down. And then he said to her, "We won't let fear and hate drive us apart. We have to make them understand." So Udoka decided to organize a meeting with him, his wife, the mermaid, and the villagers. And the mermaid attended, facing the hostile crowd. And then Udoka said, "Olama saved my life. She showed me the beauty and wonders of the ocean. We are not enemies. We are guardians of the marine and the outward." Then the mermaid was given a chance to speak, and then she said, "I have watched over the water and the sea for centuries. I want to help your children and your grandchildren thrive across the sea bounties. With my power as the mermaid, I can make all the fishermen in this village rich in and across the whole village." And then slowly the crowd's animosity was replaced by curiosity. Now they want to find out how she can actually help them in all of their struggles. Villagers were concerned on how they can keep peace with the mermaids and the human. And then in the end, they were all convinced that the mermaid meant no harm. And the villagers cheered up. Then the village leader stood up and declared that henceforth there will be peace between the two worlds. And from that day, there was peace and unity with the people, and the village never lacked. That's the end of the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe.